Hello, my name is Alex, and today we'll dive into how to start working with transactions in Poster. In this video, we will explore the different types of transactions in Poster, how to manage them in the Management Console and the POS app, and how to reconcile transactions in the report. Grab a cup of your favorite beverage, and let's get started. Transactions are essential for tracking your business's expenses and income. Poster will automatically add some transactions, such as cash shift and adjustment transactions, guest deposit top-ups, and supplier payments. Let's take a closer look at these transactions. Cash shifts facilitate the collection of both cash and cashless revenue at your location by creating automatic transactions. They also help in tracking human errors or potential fraud at the register. Cash shifts are enabled by default in your account. To verify, navigate to Settings, General. Without cash shifts, all earned funds must be manually added into the Management Console, making it a much more challenging task. Additionally, detecting shortages or surpluses and monitoring staff activities at the register becomes much more difficult. Studies show that businesses with automated processes reduce revenue loss due to human error by up to 30%, while those relying on manual processes can experience losses of up to 80%. Therefore, we recommend using cash shifts and automating fund allocation. With cash shifts enabled, the workday for a waiter or cashier begins by opening a cash shift and entering the amount of cash left in the register from the previous day. Throughout the day, employees are generating income by closing orders or adding non-sale transactions at the POS. When they close the shift in the evening, the earned funds are automatically allocated to the designated financial accounts. We have covered cash shifts in greater detail in another video. You can find the link in the description. Cash shifts provide you with tools to monitor employee activities. Go to the Finances Cash Shifts tab in the Management Console to see if there are any red cash shifts listed. Poster highlights cash shifts in red if the expected cash balance doesn't match the actual cash balance entered by employees at the end of the day. We understand that during a shift, transactions might be missed or checks might be closed with an incorrect payment type. To ensure the correct amount of funds is recorded, Poster creates an automatic adjustment transaction in case of discrepancies. If you see adjustment transactions, we recommend reviewing the cash shifts and correcting any errors appearing there. Otherwise, the funds may be incorrectly categorized in the P&L. We'll go into detail on editing shifts in the next video. In addition to cash shifts, supply payments automatically create transactions as well. These expense transactions appear in the cash flow and contribute to the cost category in the P&L, ensuring accurate financial tracking and reporting. Add transactions in Poster to account for utility payments, rent, payroll, and other expenses. Before you start working with transactions, set up their categories. We've covered categories in detail in another video. Find the link in the description. You can enter transactions yourself in the Management Console or delegate this to your employees at the location. At the POS, small expenses, cash advances to employees, and some supplier payments are often added. To ensure the relevant transaction categories appear at the POS, check if those categories are enabled in the Management Console. For example, enable the display for operating expenses and payroll at the POS. Tap at the top right and select Add Transaction. Choose operation type, income, expense or transfer. Select a transaction category available at POS. Enter the transaction amount and write a comment. Enable the accrual date option if you need to record a transaction on a different date. For example, if you paid August salary in September, it should still be recorded in August's financials. Accrual date ensures accurate recording of your transactions in the cash flow and P&L reports. The P&L report reflects transactions based on their accrual date, while the cash flow records them based on the actual payment date. For instance, with August salary, the P&L will show the expense incurred in August, while the cash flow report will indicate that the payment was made in September, providing insight into your financial obligations and actual cash movements. Tap Add to complete the transaction. All transactions created at the POS will be included in cash shifts, and the funds will be deducted from the cash account to reflect expenses and income from other accounts. Add transactions in the Management Console. Go to Finances Transactions. Click Add. Choose operation type, income, expense or transfer. Enter the transaction amount. Choose an account and category. Enter time and date, and if needed, enable accrual date. Transactions can be backdated. For instance, you can enter all expenses once or several times a week. Just ensure all expenses are recorded in Poster before closing the month. The updated cash flow report will help you verify this. Go to Finances, Cash Flow, set the desired period and account to review your transactions. I recommend starting with the ending balance. The amount of funds in Poster should match your bank account or cash in the safe. If there are discrepancies, check if all transactions have been entered in Poster. In upcoming videos, we will cover how to work with this report in detail, as well as explore the P&L report. That's all for today. Have a great day and outstanding sales with Poster.